Hello everybody, this is the Wikstrand. So, in the 90s we had a lot of good things when it came to movies, but one thing that we were kind of short on was good adventure movies. So, in 1991, a relatively unknown filmmaker called Joe Johnston did this movie, The Rocketeer. And 20 years later he would almost make the same movie again, Captain America: The First Avenger. This movie has a lot of similarities to that movie. Not as good, but this is a movie that I look back on very fondly because this is a lot of fun. This is a movie right up my alley. What is it about, and do you think you will like it? Well, that's what we're gonna find out today, because this is my review of The Rocketeer. Is a young pilot whose airplane gets damaged and blown to smithereens when he is involved in a chase. But when the feds are chasing some goons, the goons have stolen some kind of special equipment that has been designed by Howard Hughes. It is essentially a rocket pack. Now he finds the rocket pack and discovers that, well, for some reason, it doesn't turn him into a crisp when he uses it. He can actually fly around in this thing. They at least acknowledge that thing. I like that thing. So he essentially becomes a superhero after he saves a pilot from, an aerial stunt go wrong. So he becomes the Rocketeer. But the fact is that people are still looking for this rocket pack thing. The mob is after it, the feds are after it. But who is pulling the strings here? Who wanted the mob to actually steal the rocket pack thing? That would be Hollywood matinee superhero Sinclair, played by Timothy Dalton. A pitch perfect casting if I've ever seen one. Mwah! But who is he working for, and why does he want the rocket thing? That's what we're gonna find out, because the chase is on now, because the feds and the mobs and an seemingly indestructible killer with the rubbery faces after it, and Howard Hughes is in this thing, and Sinclair is in this thing, and we also get Cliff's girlfriend, played by Jennifer Connelly, involved in this thing. Their relationship is on kind of rocky ground, but he hopes that they will bounce back. Jennifer Connelly is in this movie, of course, hotter than a blowtorch in a microwave oven, but unfortunately she doesn't have that much character to herself. She's basically an aspiring actress who will do anything to get into the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, and thinks that his dreams of being a pilot isn't that inspiring. Well, at least she has a character, even though it isn't a strong one, but we'll take what we can. Now, I love the fact that Cliff is just such a Boy Scout, and he's just such a do-gooder, that there is a lot of actually Captain America in this thing. He actually even looks kind of like Chris Evans. He's a very likable hero in a movie filled with weird nods and winks to 1930s cliches, which they somehow is able to weave into this thing without that it feels forced or redundant or anything like that. It kind of works. Good action sequences, a great sense of adventure. Unfortunately, the short runtime doesn't really allow this movie to get into the huge scope that I kind of wish that this movie had. It is a smaller adventure, but as such, it is very effectively told, and it looks great, and it has this nice, friendly feel to itself that is so lacking in today's Hollywood, and it is such an earnest and such a hope-inspiring movie that, yeah, it works. So if you want to take a trip back to Hollywood 1938 with another world war on the horizon and all the glitz and glamour, you will have a blast with this movie. If you liked, the first Captain America movie and you want to see more of that things, this is a great movie. Not as good as that one. If you already have seen this movie and want to see something similar, I would recommend the movie The Shadow with Alec Baldwin from 1994. It is an incredibly underrated movie, and in my opinion, even better than this one. The Rocketeer is an uncomplicated, fun and rambunctious adventure that is sorely lacking today. The movie will leave you very satisfied. It has the right amount of fun adventure and actually quite intelligent humor to itself, and what more can you ask for? I love The Rocketeer, but I somehow wish that this was an even bigger and somehow even better movie than it is, because there are glimpses here of something truly breathtaking and amazing. The Rocketeer has fun, entertaining and nice characters. It has a pretty good pace, and I love the sense of adventure and the atmosphere this movie has. I really dig this movie. Maybe it could have been even better if it could have had a bigger budget and a longer runtime, so we could have explored more and maybe have some more great action sequences. Nevertheless, I really recommend this movie and I give it 78 points. Damn, this movie is such a nice and cozy movie. So have you seen The Rocketeer? What do you think about it? Comment below and I'll see you next time from Well So and So reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.